Hey man, so we got Suave in the building today. What's good with it, Suave?
You good?
Man, we good today, just chilling. So what's you in town for today, man? You doing some features, I hear.
Yeah, man.
Showing the city some love.
Showing the city some love, doing a whole lot of business, family business, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of stuff, but I really came out here to tap in with the city, not even, I came here to see my family and chill, but I've been on the go, mostly, just working straight. Because, it's a deep market. You know what I'm saying? It's an
In
untouched
Austin?
market. In Austin, yeah. In Austin, there's an untouched market. And I come from that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when I come back here, I could really just, it's like my shit type shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No, it is an untouched market. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of talented people.
Yeah.
Man, Austin's they coming up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the last 5-6 years, it's been kind of
Yeah.
down, but you got a lot of people coming up. So yeah, there's a lot of talent. Speaking of talent, so who you trying to work with or
Yeah.
already working with?
I mean, a lot of artists.
Yeah.
I've been working with a lot of artists, but the main artist that my goal is, Drake. Feel me?
Your goal is who?
Drake.
Drake.
Yeah.
You want?
Yeah, Drake.
So I was listening to a thing the other day about Drake on TikTok. It was Lil Yachty, and he was talking about how you can't even get a feature with Drake,
Unless he likes you.
unless he likes you.
Yeah.
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 Like
I know what it takes. I don't know what it takes, but I'm saying I mean, if you like me, you like me.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you don't, you gonna see me.
You gonna see me, right?
Yeah.
What'd you think about the last Drake album with 21?
Amazing.
Amazing. What was your favorite song on there?
Circle Loco or I mean, I like all of them, really all of them. But my favorite would be Major Distribution, just because he signed that big deal, and when he talking about that major distribution, he talking about like your music getting distributed. You feel me? And there's different levels to distribution, and he's at the top level with it. So it's like when he's talking about it and he's writing about it, and most people don't know. It's like if you know, you know. You feel me? I know about music rights and you know what I'm saying, sales and the records and all that, the real intricate shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how much publishing and all that, you know what I'm saying? So when he's talking about that bag like that, it's like, oh yeah.
So where'd you learn all that from? How long you been in the game for?
7 years.
7 years?
Yeah, 7 years.
And you started here in Austin?
Yep, started here in Austin, yeah. This is
Okay.
where my rap career started. I'm from Houston, but I went to high school. I went to Lake Travis.
Okay.
Yes.
I went to Stony Point.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. When'd you graduate?
I didn't graduate. I dropped
Okay.
out. But I would
Fuck it, whatever.
have. I would have. 2017.
2017?
Yeah.
That's when you would have graduated?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I graduated in 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
How was that like? What was that like? 2011, senior year class.
Senior year, man. Psh, I'm not even gonna lie to you though. I went to a my school had an alternative
Section.
Man, so we had some booth, some portables outside of the school, and they called it that's the name of the school. It was called Success High School, and you could basically expedite your graduation process, or if maybe you were so far behind, you know what I'm saying? You would see some people in there that were supposed to graduate 2, 3, 4 years ago, but maybe they got in trouble with the laws or they didn't give a fuck no more, and then they changed their mind, and so I went over there to hurry up and expedite. So when you go over there, you get your degree from Florida. Yeah, you don't get it from the high school. So since I went over there, I was still able to do the walk, but I ended up not going anyways.
That's crazy.
But I graduated from technically a school in Florida that I ain't never.
Yeah, that's crazy. We had something like that, like an alternative school on our campus.
At Lake Travis?
At Lake Travis, I went to it because I had goddamn 45 days of that shit.
What'd you do to get 45 days?
This is, bro. Somebody called me N-word.
Yeah.
With the E or hard R.
The hard R.
And then I slapped him in front of everybody in the cafeteria.
Was it a Hispanic, a white guy?
White guy.
A white guy?
But, yeah, and he didn't get in trouble. I got in trouble because I
smacked him, right?
I smacked him.
Yeah, because you smacked
but
him.
he said something, you feel me? And then they looked at my grades and oh yeah, you haven't been to school and what? All this crazy. I'm like, yeah, I forgot about that. Phase that.
See, and I tell people all the time, it's always the second retaliation that gets noticed.
I could borrow your lighter.
Oh yeah, yeah. Always the second retaliation.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with, oh, he said woo woo woo, or he did this, or she did this, and then you fuck around and you hit him or some shit, and you the one who got it.
Yeah, that's what I had to learn in life. Like, you can't just react. Because even if they did something, you can't let somebody, you know what I'm saying? Even though that's a hard thing to say, but you can't just let somebody make you do something. They didn't make you, but you feel me? They made you mad enough you did something.
And that's what I be telling people all the time, bro. I'm like, especially here in the city of Austin, like, you gotta have a high emotional intelligence here, especially with what we do.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers will try you in front of God and everybody. And then when you don't do nothing, they call you a bitch, or you this, or you that. Hell nah, bro. I'm more emotionally intelligent than you are. Because I know I got shit to lose.
Exactly.
I got shit I'm working for. You know what I'm saying? You got goals and ambitions.
Yeah.
I can tell right now just by talking to you, you ain't got a lot of shit going on, bro. If you trying to,
stupid shit.
Yeah, you trying to do all that extra shit.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, so you gotta watch.
For real. Yeah. And people, they sabotage you because they ain't got shit going on. Feel me? Niggas be hating on you. See, you got something trying to get you out your bag by fucking you up because they know they ain't got shit to lose. And if you do something pop off on them, they ain't got shit to lose and you do. So it's like they just sabotaged you. They wanted you to do that. So, like, yeah, you got to have that emotional intelligence like you said.
Yeah. And it's just like, I mean, I even use me for an example. Like, I'm a big dude, but if a small dude walked into a room and called me a bitch in front of 100 people, I'm not going to do nothing.
Yeah.
You know why? Because one, I'm probably never going to see you ever again.
Yeah.
And two, they're going to be like, oh, you ain't about that life and this and that, woo woo. Yeah, you're right, bro. I'm about a different life that apparently you ain't about.
Having a life.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to sit here and fuck around and get caught up with you and everybody want to record the shit and then depending on who you are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you do retaliate to that person and then you lose, well, it's not over. They're going to catch you in the streets.
Yeah.
In a couple of weeks or months or track you down, and then it's going to be another problem.
Yeah, it's going to be worse because, like, you could easily beat somebody up, slap the shit out of somebody. But then, what's going to happen after you slap the shit out of this nigga? He either going to shoot you, stab you, go get one of his homies, tell somebody. His parents may be the fucking mayor, fucking president. You fucking with the wrong nigga. You don't even, you feel me? Some German mafia shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who you can't just be fucking with people out here, you know?
Like, you watch Andrew Tate?
I always see his clips. I watched this interview with Nelk Boys. I love that podcast. You feel me? But yeah, that's about it. I don't really know too much about it.
No, get the letter.
Oh yeah.
No, I was watching a thing with Andrew Tate one day.
I can hit Ash right here because I had.
Oh, I should do it. No, yeah, I was watching this thing with Andrew Tate one day, and he was talking about how disrespect is one of the most powerful weapons on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Because if you disrespect the wrong person on the wrong day, you don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
You don't know if you might be their last straw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The feather that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, you might be the last straw of the day or whatever the situation is.
Yeah.
I mean, he was saying, even like in jail and shit, you know what I'm saying? You disrespect someone, bro, you might die.
Yeah. Yeah, that's literally what, and a lot of people, it's two sides, because some people, they disrespect people because they are lashing out, right? And they have no awareness. Ignorance is a bliss sometimes. But the other people, they want to disrespect people because they don't really understand who's who. You feel me? So they should get that. That's their karma. You know
so, with you being in the rap game, right? Speaking of like disrespect, what you think when you see these dudes going back and forth on the tracks, just disrespecting each other? You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful. I think that's hip hop culture. That's original hip hop.
Yeah.
Rap battles and shit. I don't really rap. I'm not like a rap battler. I like making music. But if you really want to get to the real root of rap, that's where it started, rap battles and shit. So I like when rappers do that instead of going to the streets and handling it, because, like, bro, all these rappers, they whole hoods, they family, they everybody depending on these niggas. And then something happened to them, you just cut off a whole web of people's network because some street shit. You feel me? When that shit could have just been solved, like, or niggas could just go about their way. Unless it's like some crazy, like, you did something to somebody mama or somebody family or something, then you deserve to get. Feel me? But I don't know.
And see, that's what's so crazy to me, right? Like, you know who Shannon Sharp is? Like, Undisputed? I watch that shit all the time,
Yes.
right? Like, I watch Undisputed all the fucking time,
Yeah.
right? And Shannon be talking to, like, some of these dudes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That make it out of the hoods. They go to the NFL, they get all this money, and then they fuck around and go back to the hood that they came from that they try to get out of.
Yeah. Try to flex and act like they real. But I mean, I do be understanding some of it, just not all of it. Like, cause even for me, like, when I like, if you don't tap in with your people in the city, they're gonna think you left them or something. But they don't really realize how busy you are.
Yeah.
You feel me? But sometimes people just want to act like they're gangster. They're trying to show people that they're gangster, so they just go back.
So with your music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you, and if you don't, because, you know, some people are original, they don't, you know, try to, they have mentors, but they don't try to be 100% like their mentor or anything like that. But would you say you have someone that you know, you kind of look up to and try to emulate a little bit, or you kind of do your own thing?
I take shit from everybody. Not like take shit, but like I actually learn. And
You learn and then you take the knowledge.
Multiple artists, every artist that I listen to, no matter who, like I hear something and like it kind of affects me. It's like that's inspirational, or it's a muse type, you know. And that's like what music is. It's like everybody inspiring each other. It's like the new renaissance, you know, a whole art. You know what I'm saying? But I would say image and kind of a little bit of sound. Travis Scott, Playboy Cardi, Drake. And then just like hella crazy different artists, like rock artists and shit, like, and just weird old shit, you know what I'm saying? Fleetwood Mac, like just weird shit, like Tyler the Creator, like, you know what I mean? Like that inspires me. Kendrick Lamar, like that inspires me, like, you know, creative shit.
Man, who was it the other day? It was some rapper, maybe you remember, but he said he was it was DaBaby.
What about him?
He said he was better than Kendrick, Eminem, and J. Cole.
That's good for him to say that, because that means he got self-confidence. He should say that.
Well,
He should feel like that in his perspective, but in actuality, he can't say that he's achieved more than them. That's a different thing. Saying you achieved more is crazy. You could think I could say I'm better than Drake. I'm better than Drake.
like when the Game said he was better than Eminem.
Exactly. It's just like that's like you not letting somebody say they better than you, because you never should do it. You never should be like, unless it's like a master or a sensei or the guru of whatever that is, then you shouldn't just be like, you're better than me, because you feel me? Nah, you should be like, nah, I'm the best.
But do you think that
But he for sure hasn't achieved enough.
you think you can keep that same level of confidence, you know what I'm saying, but acknowledge greatness and when someone's better than you, but still keep that self-confidence, though?
That's what I'm working. That's a mastery. That's a within type of thing. Like, I'm learning how to master that, you feel me? And I've been working on that, like, still having self-confidence in myself, but also realizing other people are great in different ways, and just showing respect to people, you feel me? Because this shit is hard. Like, being creative is not the easiest thing in the world, you know what I mean? So it's like anybody that's willing to try to be creative and try to put out something, like, oh, I made a song, or you did whatever, you did a podcast, you did an art piece or whatever, you just tried. Like, that's respect. I give that respect, you feel me?
So who are some of your favorite rappers? Like, when you jamming in the car, right? You cruising, you smoking, you vibing. Who you playing? Who you listening to right now?
Right now, I mean, my shit varies every 2 weeks, month.
Every 2 weeks?
Every day.
Every day?
I'm like, whenever I find some song or hear it, I'll be like, what song is this? Or I Shazam it.
So you don't have, like, a consistent person you listen to at least once a week?
Myself.
Yourself? No, I hear that.
Suave, yeah.
Yeah. So you got what? You got some albums dropped, or?
Yeah. I dropped, like, 3 albums already, but I think I'm working on my 4th one. But none of them are studio albums.
None of them are studio
None
albums.
of them are studio albums. Yeah.
Man, that's
So,
wild.
The journey's just beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where you be recording at?
Wherever I can record.
Yeah.
Anywhere. I record in craziest places. You wouldn't even think, like.
What's the craziest place? Can you tell us? Or just a crazy place in general?
Hella crazy places. Like, in a fucking Lamborghini.
What?
Like, that's just like an example, but it's been crazy. But like, I'm trying to think of like we went outdoors with like the ball, you know, like been outdoors, done it. It's crazy because when I leave here, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I recorded here, and I'm not even gonna be able to record it.
Yeah.
But hella crazy places though. I can't think of the best like example, but just like crazy shit.
Yo, so speaking of crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
So you remember how I told you we was gonna get into something deep before we got in here?
Yeah.
All right, bro. So check this out, right? So you know how you know how you were with the lighter, right?
Oh, yeah.
So for me, my crazy, and it's deep for me, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I don't care what no one says, bro. I don't care what no one says. So I be playing like the Madden game, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm a Madden junkie.
Yeah.
Like I'll get on your ass on some Madden, you know what I'm saying? But if you beat me, then hey, you know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some. Anyways, so man, I started taking pictures because the shit it was getting too wild and nobody was believing me, right? And some people would be like, oh well, you know, that was just, you know, what your rating was that day or whatever. Nah, bro, when your rating's like the same shit so basically my rating, you know how like when you get done playing the game, or you pause the game, it'll tell you completed like 50% of the passes, or 60% or whatever. Yeah. Man, I got a whole picture album, bro, because that's how out of control this shit got.
Because they didn't believe
me. My completion percentage all the fucking time, bro, was 666. Like every single like
numerology.
Dude, man, and then what was even crazier is I would go to like HEB, or I would go to a gas station, or I would go out to a restaurant or some shit. And bro, I swear to God, like I bought some salmon from HEB like 3 weeks ago. I took a picture of it because no one believed me. The final price was $6.66.
You can't make that up.
I was like, bro, you can't make this shit up, right? Nah. And motherfuckers want to be like, oh, Steven, you know, it's just here we go, it's just a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when that shit's going on and I'm recognizing it like 3-4 days a week, every week, week in and week out at different locations, you know what I'm saying?
That's called synchronicity.
Like, that shit's beyond wild to me. So, yeah, I just wanted to tell you that story because I know I was going to tell you some crazy shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
Are you a number 6, life path 6 or something like?
I don't know, man. I be trying to do homework on it because you know how some people say like in religion that it's, you know, a number of the beast and all this shit and you know woo woo woo, but
some people say it's not though.
Some people say it's not though, but I'm not 100% educated on it, so I be trying to reach out to people that know it or you know, I be trying to do some YouTube shit or whatever, but I don't ever be having no luck, but it's all crazy. Good.
Look up. It's easy, bro. Just look up on Google.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing some homework. I'll let you know. I'm gonna tap in with you.
Yeah, for sure. It's
when I find out and all that shit. So how long you in the city for, man? You in the city for one day?
Shit, I don't know. A few more days.
A few more days. Yeah. Well, shit, you definitely gonna have to come by again, bro.
For sure.
We're gonna have to tap in. You gonna do some shows or some shit down here?
Yeah, but I don't think any shows in December. It's all like, it's fourth quarter, so it's like more music stuff. Yeah,
I know a lot of artists that are December, January, kind of more in the studio, kind of slowing down a little bit, so kind of just focusing on the studio and all that shit. Speaking of studio, you about to go to another session after this, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You gonna go record a solo, a feature?
Solo and features.
And a feature. So you about to be in there for a couple of hours, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shit, where can people find you at, man? On all platforms, music, all that shit.
Suave Seidel on Instagram, and you know my regular like music stuff is Suave, SAUVE. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Well, shit, Suave. Hey, thanks for coming in, man.
Appreciate y'all for having
You know
me.
what I'm saying? Shout out to Juicebox for bringing you over here. Holla at your
Gang.
boy. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out the gang.
Let them know what it is.
Shout out
Paradox
my people.
Productions. If y'all want to come get some stuff done,
You
let us know.
Make sure.
All right, Suave.
Band City gang.